Good evening, everyone. What's up? This it is asked by me on Topped It Off the Music Desserts, Mr. Hot speaking. Previously, there was a video on randomness, and there was a live stream and a couple other videos. This is going to be a video on the top three best movies. The top three best movies. Nope, this is an opinion, so sorry if one's favorite movie didn't make the list, but it's not the end of the world. And these three movies had to really deserve to make this list. So let's begin, shall we? Enjoy. Number three for the best movie is most movies before the 20th century. Those movies pretty much were infinitely better than the movies nowadays. The movies had class, the movies had a lot better of an atmosphere. The atmosphere was more interesting and entertaining. The movies weren't as childish. Like most of the movies in this are now made for like 5-year-olds, and at least the movies from a long time ago weren't made for kids as much. They were targeted to mostly adults, and it had a pretty meaningful story too. And the acting was a lot better too. So we got the music, the acting, the plot, and many other aspects. Number two are adult movies. Now, adult movies, most people who are young or most people who are sensitive don't like adult movies because they're mostly inappropriate. But adult movies are actually targeted to mainly teenagers and young adults, if not middle-aged people, if they don't have anyone to be with. But at least adult movies show love to the highest extent. They have a decent atmosphere, nice music. They actually, everything is serious in that movie. Nothing in the movie is a joke. And the titles of the movies are pretty cool too. And much of them were before the 21st century. And they're from all over the world. It's cool to hear a movie in another language too. These movies, probably some of the best movies ever to exist. These movies have it all. They have very attractive actresses, well done scenes, decent storylines, music, overall atmosphere, decent acting, excellent dialogue, and a few other redeemable qualities. But there are many more aspects to what defines an adult movie. Alright, and the number one best movie ever or movies are none other than documentaries. Documentaries are the best movies ever to have existed. Documentaries are the most informative of all movies. These movies not only are well done, best footage ever, knowledgeable, informative, they're actually some of the most enjoyable movies ever to watch. Although these movies may be shorter than most movies, they're like between 40 to 50 minutes. Usually, if one watched them on YouTube, they would know. They there are so many documentaries. There are documentaries on wildlife, documentaries on history. The introduction is well done. Each body paragraph is well done too. They talk about each aspect very well and do well in it. They don't generalize. The evaluation and conclusion is well done too, with a big question mark at the end. They don't talk about themselves ever in the documentaries, the ones narrating it. They only talk about a topic. Nothing about themselves is ever involved in it because that would be just plain wrong. The voice acting for the documentaries blends in really well with the documentary, and the music usually goes pretty well with the documentary too. Not all documentaries are great, but a lot of them are, including the National Geographic one on Thailand, a couple by Sir David Attenborough, mostly the wildlife documentaries, and a couple history ones, and the ones on like by news. Well, one of them on like one of the Amazon tribes is well done too, and it shows the world what it would be like to be in a different world too. It shows people what most people have never seen in real life from one being so far away from it. It gives an opportunity for someone to learn about the world hidden from them and the world thousands of miles away from them. These documentaries may change one's view on the world too. They're they're the best movies to watch. It is recommended that they just go watch them and absorb the information, watch them several times, and then they'll even be more knowledgeable than ever, and they'll have a decent choice of words too. They can use those in their essays too. The choice of words could help them write better essays, speak better, and remember not to talk about themselves and a topic more. So with that, 20th century movies, adult movies, and documentaries, three best movies ever to exist. Sorry there weren't more, but these are the only three movies that deserve to be on this list. Sorry if the popular movies didn't make it, but they didn't deserve it compared to these movies. So with that, that's all there's to say for this video. See one on the next video. Good night.